We're cooking, you guys. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Brand new recipe. I've never done this before. And I've already altered it to what I'm going to do. So we're going to make chickpea, vegan chickpea burgers with a twist. With a twist. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the recipe, but also add my own shit and see how it turns out. And hopefully, it turns out the way it's supposed to, right? hopefully. So, hold on. Let me zoom in a little bit. I feel like we're a little too far away. We can get a little bit closer. Ah, there we go. Close. All right, perfect. So, gym was great. Great workout today. Um, First, we're gonna start with the food. No. First, what we gotta do is open the can of chickpeas. So it says 1 can of chickpeas, garbanzo beans, the same thing. And in case you didn't know, now you know. Chickpeas and garbanzo beans are the same damn thing. Who would have figured? I know. So when people are like, "Oh well, as a vegan, where do you get your protein?" Chickpeas. Any type of bean, you guys. So chickpeas, black beans, pinto beans, navy beans. Go crazy. Full of protein. Carbs too, but still a great source of protein. Like 1 serving, a half a cup is 6 grams of protein, 120 calories. So not bad. All right, so oh gosh, please don't tell me this is gonna break on me. All right, perfect. So when I do my chickpeas, you guys, I'm also going to drain and rinse and kind of try to pull off the shells, the skin, whatever you want to call it, because there's shells on the chickpeas, like little shells. But I don't spend too much time doing that. Like I don't obsess over it. Some people do, but it's really like, I mean, it's not gonna kill you. Like I don't even feel like it has a taste. Let me show you guys, for those of y'all who are unfamiliar with chickpeas. So this is the chickpea here. You don't see that. And then if I pull off, yeah, see the little skin thing? So yeah, if you're OCD, pull it off. If you don't care, don't worry about it. I don't give a fuck. So I got my chickpeas rinsed. So a couple of things. We got to get a mixing bowl. So when you are processing, turn this way, I won't put my ass on your face. When you are processing mushrooms, real quick, mushrooms can be easily over processed. You don't want that. So when you process them, pulse them in the food processor. Otherwise, they're going to get like really watery and baby food like. And I just don't think that's the texture we're going for with this. All right, so, and again, I'm following a recipe, but also doing my own thing at the same damn time. Okay, so first what I'm gonna do is process my mushrooms. I just have some white sliced mushrooms, the cheapest ones that they had. I'm gonna stick those in here. No, that's not how you do that. It's been a few weeks since I've used this. All right. I'm going to pulse them. Let me get the piece that feeds the food through. Also, we have French fries that we're making with these burgers. Oh, and I got some frozen hamburger buns because I didn't eat all of them. Let me pull those out now. All right, so I'm gonna be using Dave's Killer Bread burger buns here, okay? These are another great source of protein. 1 bun is 6 grams of protein, so definitely my go-to for bread. All right, so I'll just let that thaw out. So yeah, all right. Okay, so I got the piece that's gonna feed the stuff through. Let me plug it up and let's get to processing. But yes, okay, back to the gym. Gym was great, right? I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Great lift. Great lift. And we were done in a little over an hour, burned 700 calories, so not bad. All right, let me pulse. So I'm literally just pushing the pulse button for like a half a second and letting it process. So what I'm thinking, again, because I'm doing my own thing, once we're done processing the mushrooms, I'm going to put them in my mixing bowl and then process everything else and let it get mushy, and then I'll add the mushrooms in. And that's how we're going to mold the vegan chickpea burgers. And hopefully it works the way it's supposed to. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited about this. I am pretty excited about this meal. So, one other thing too is I cut up some potatoes. Let me pull those out. Look, so much to do. I cut up some potatoes. Actually, the funny thing is I had ordered a potato slicer to make French fries, but it was a piece of shit. Like, I am sending that all the way back to Amazon. Once I go back to Whole Foods, that shit is going right the fuck back. I should have knew for $26, like, what could I really expect? I shouldn't be able to expect the world, but with the way things are today, like, I might as well have got it for $1 because it was literally a piece of shit. Because the problem is, one, the potatoes that I got were too big for the slicer, so I had to cut the potatoes in half. Then when you try to push it through, but the potato is too strong for the piece. And it got stuck. The potato got stuck in the middle of it. And I was like, fuck it. I'll just send the slicer back with the potato in it. Like, couldn't get it out. Finally got it out and just cut potatoes the old-fashioned way. So they'll be going in the air fryer. All right, so mushrooms are all processed. Hold on, let me process this a little bit. And I'm gonna show you guys, I should have pulled out a trash bag. Let me show you guys what the texture is. Ooh, yes. And the only way you're gonna learn how to cook food like this, you guys, is by trying, messing up, getting frustrated, and trying again. Like, that's literally the only way you're gonna be able to make it work. Because the first time I tried to process some mushrooms, they were slimy and wet and looked like baby food. And I was like, why is this not turning out the way it's freaking supposed to? Then after doing a little bit more research on it, I learned that you can overprocess mushrooms. But how would you have known that if you never tried? Exactly, that's my point. That's my point, you guys. As you do stuff, you're gonna get better and better. All right. But the only way is to try. That's the point. So I'm gonna scrape all this out. All right, and let me show you guys. I'm not gonna rinse this out, I don't really care. Sometimes if I'm making like my veggie ground, like my imitation hamburger meat, I will. All right, so let me show you guys what the mushrooms are looking like. So they're all processed up. See how it looks like little hamburger meat, little grain things. See? So this is how you know it's not overprocessed. It's still kind of solid, but yeah, okay? So we'll just set this to the side. All right, let's follow the recipe now. Yeah? Okay. So, vegan chickpea burgers. We're gonna process 1 can of mushrooms. Maybe I do need to rinse this off. And you guys, I got this food processor off of Amazon for like $50, I think. So my food processor is not fancy. Not like my blender. And it does the trick just fine. So don't, like I said the other day, please don't feel like you gotta go and goddamn spend an arm and a leg, because you don't. You don't. Now what I do want to invest in, now I'm gonna tell y'all, I really want a juicer. I have a juicer now and it's complete crap. It's not very good. And I didn't spend too much money on it. But as I've been watching other content creators who juice and stuff like that and see all the capabilities of different, more fancier, luxurious juices, I'm like, oh yeah, I need that. The one I want, when I looked, this might have been like 6 months ago, that shit was $700. I said, whoa, whoa. Yes, honey, $700. So haven't started saving for it yet, but one day I am manifesting a really fancy juice. And it did more than just juice. Like you could make sorbet with it. It had a whole bunch of different stuff. I was like, oh yes, I have been sold. All right, so rinsed out the food processor. Let's go ahead and get our chickpeas in here. Ooh, it's leaking. Pause. Let me move my phone. Oh, I ain't making the biggest mess. All right, let's start with this. I've never processed chickpeas before, so let's give it a go. Ooh. Okay. Let's put the rest in here. All right. Big mess. All right. I gotta wipe. I gotta wipe up my mess. Okay. All this water. Let's see what it's looking like. Ooh. Oh my. It's very mushy, which is great because that's what we're going to need so that it can stick together. I'm trying not to get it in my dog's bowls. His bowls are literally right by this counter. Ooh. All right, so it's a very mushy texture. Let me show it to you guys so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is what we got. See how it's like mushy? Y'all see that? Hold on. There we go. So that's what we got going on here. It kind of looks like egg yolk that's been boiled, right? I think that's what it looks like. I think so. It's been a while since I've seen a hard-boiled egg, but that's what it's giving. So I'm gonna put this in the mixing bowl next. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna process, which is not on the recipe, is some walnuts. So I'm doing my own thing here. All right. Got all that scraped in. Now it also said oatmeal, which I have, but I'm trying to figure out, am I processing the oatmeal or I'm just putting it in there? I'm a half-ass directions follower, okay? I feel like a lot of us are. It's like we kind of read the directions, but then we kind of like do our own thing and then sit around trying to figure out why it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. All right. Roughly chop onion. It's not telling me. I guess you do process it, right? Because I'm sure you don't want like big pieces of oatmeal. All right. So someone had asked me what made me decide to be vegan. And honestly, when I first started my vegan journey, it really wasn't because I just love animals. I do love animals. Like, I really do love animals. Like, I love animals. But that's not like why I started. I started because I had tried to be vegan before, believe it or not. I would say, I think it was like, this is way before COVID. This might have been back in like 2017, 2018, somewhere up in there. I had tried to be vegan because I saw What the Health, right? And everyone was talking about it and it was like, oh my gosh, you need to check it out, da 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 da. So I did, and after seeing it, I was like, oh hell no. Like, it really grossed me out. I was like, that is disgusting. The pigs had boils on them and shit, like, and again, like at that time, it wasn't like, oh, um, you know, animals shouldn't be treated this way. They sold me on the idea of veganism because of the health benefits. And like they was making the meat look nasty. Needless to say, like they really scared the shit out of me with that. So I had tried it then, and I did it for, I think I made it like 6 weeks. But the thing was, back then when I did it, I didn't know what I could really make. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know about tempeh. I don't even think there were different brands of cheese back then when I was doing this. Because the only brand I remember when I was trying to find like cheese substitutes was this brand called Daria, and that shit was disgusting. It was disgusting. So I just wasn't eating cheese anymore because that was the only brand that Kroger had at that time in my area. So I was like, absolutely not. So I wasn't eating cheese. And then, but I did used to love bagels. So I found a cream cheese replacement from a brand called Tofutti. That shit was disgusting. I don't know how they thought that tasted like cream cheese. They didn't have Violife and different brands back then in my area. Now they do. And Violife is a great cheese replacement. But anyways, so it was for the health benefits. But anyways, I did it for about 6 weeks, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I missed chicken. I really did. All right, so now I'm going to add 1/3 cup of oatmeal in here. And I'm also going to try not to make a mess. I'm also going to add some walnuts. I don't know how much, maybe like 1/4 of a cup. Put that in there. Just like a big handful. Maybe a little more. And just blend all that. And these are raw walnuts. Just to add a little more protein. Some heart health in here. All right, so I'm going to process all this. All right. Now it says to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to your mix, but I don't have any liquid oil. I only have the spray. So I am just going to like spray it in there. And hopefully that'll do the trick, right? Hopefully. Look, sometimes you got to get creative because who going back to the store? And that's the one thing I hate. I hate like when you think you're ready to make something and then like you go in the pantry and you didn't realize you were out of something that you thought you had. Like that is the worst feeling ever. I was already showered and stuff from the gym, just hanging out, ready to eat. I was like, no, I'm not going back to the store. I don't care. I am not. All right, so, but yeah, so I did the vegan thing for about 6 weeks. Back then, couldn't resist the temptation for chicken anymore and cheese. So I quickly fell off of that. Quickly fell off. All right, let me show you guys what the crushed up walnuts and oatmeal looks like. So it's kind of like all mixed in together. It kind of looks like quinoa. That's what it's giving. Can y'all see that? Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to add that to my mixing bowl. All right, so we're pretty much ready to mix. We have to season this too now. And with stuff like this, I like to season with my hands. So let me stick all this stuff in just get it out the way. I just gotta clear my workstation. My OCD is coming out. But anyways, yeah, so I did it for about 6 weeks. I enjoyed it, but like I said, I couldn't resist the temptation for meats and animal products. So it was short-lived. But I remember saying to myself back then, like, one day I'm really going to be vegan. Because I already was starting to feel the health benefits. But back then, you guys, I didn't have any willpower. I really didn't. And I had lost a good amount of weight back then. It was during my yo-yo dieting phase. I think back then I had got down to like, I want to say like 280, maybe 270. So I was still big, but I was smaller than I was before I started my little yo-yo diet. And so by not eating chicken and stuff for those several weeks that I tried to be vegan, not only did I give in to animal product again, I also just gained all my weight back. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was a real yo-yo dieter. Like, I was the CEO of yo-yo diets. I just could not keep the weight off. I couldn't. I didn't have the tools. When I was working out, I was doing like cardio, so I would just do like the elliptical for 30 minutes and that was the end of my workout. Like I thought that's all I needed. Or I would go on walks. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But like I said, I wasn't incorporating any type of resistance training whatsoever. So that's where the problem was. I didn't know about any of that. Building muscle, I didn't know about any of that. So I just couldn't maintain that. And then I didn't change like my mindset. And I'm telling you, when I lost a couple of pounds, if I was able to get into a pair of jeans again that I couldn't fit in a while, like I would get so excited and, you know, just go back to my old ways. And I'm like, yay, my clothes fit again. All right, let's go eat. That was my cycle for real. So I did that for several years. But I think it helped, I know it helped this time with sticking to being vegan because my personal trainer was vegan. It is vegan. He's still vegan. And so, you know, having someone that I was seeing every day, because we were working out like 4 or 5 times a week, you know, it made it a lot easier to stick with it, you know. So just just being around people who are on the same track. Not saying that you have to be vegan to be healthy. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, to have that influence is very beneficial sometimes. If it's a good influence. If it's not a good one, it's not beneficial. But, you know, having that influence that's really good for you. That's what's really going to help you stick to something that you're trying to stick to, you know. Because when you're, and that's the other thing, I was working, and not saying that work was the reason I was fat, but they was always doing some damn potlucks. Like every time I would be good for a week, or you know what I'm saying, they'd be doing potlucks and bake sales and shit, celebrations, birthday parties, like baby showers. I'm like, God damn, like it's only but so many times I can say no, like before I just give in. You know what I mean? So that made it that much harder to stick to the damn diet because you go to work every day. You know, then people on lunch break, they bringing back fucking Popeyes and McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, and you sitting over there with a fucking salad. You know what I mean? It just made it that much harder to stay on track is my point. So, you know, and I'm not saying people don't lose weight while still being at work. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, I already at that time did not have a strong mindset. So it just made it that much harder. I didn't conquer the mental health portion of weight loss. All right, so area is back clean again. So I got my mixing bowl here. I'm also going to, I got my skillet. Now the recipe said to put these in the oven. I'm gonna put them in the skillet. See, not following instructions. We'll see how this turns out. All right. I'm not gonna turn the skillet on yet because it like decides when it wants to. But I'm gonna oil that. Okay, so I'm gonna spray some oil. I'm also gonna use mixing gloves because I don't want to get food stuck in my nails. Because that's how I like to season. When I season stuff like this, so my veggie ground or anything along those lines, I like to just get in there. You know what I mean? I also grabbed some steak and burger seasoning. Figure that might help make it taste more burger-like. Guys, I'm really excited about this burger. I hope this turns out the way it's supposed to. All right. Open that. And unfortunately, for some reason, the way they did the wiring in my apartment, I cannot air fry and have the skillet going at the same time. It breaks the circuit. Do not ask me why. I have told maintenance over and over again, and it's like they don't understand why. Like they don't see a problem. Every time I plug up the tube, it's inevitable. It happens every time. So we're gonna make the burgers first. Let me preheat the oven to like, you know, keep it like lukewarm. So I'll put it on like 250. Oh, the wrong way. We'll put it on 250 so they can, you know, stay warm. And then we'll air fry the potatoes. And I'll just stick them in this glass pan here when they're done. All right, so let's turn this on now. So I'm just gonna spray some in here. I have a 2 tablespoon, I thought I had one, measuring cup. I wonder if I just, listen, do not laugh at me. I'm trying. Oh, yes. All right, 2 tablespoons. Pour that in there. I hope that's like the same thing. Please let me know down in the comments, like, Jazz, am I tripping? Okay, so let's season. I have some steak and burger seasoning. Put that in there. I don't know if this is like salty seasoning or what. It's a little salty. Okay. I have some onion powder. These are my standards at this point. Onion powder. Garlic powder. some smoked paprika, some crushed red peppers. Of course, they don't want to come out. Does anyone else struggle with this? Like when you use crushed red pepper? I don't know why they don't make the holes for the shaker bigger so that they can actually come out. Like, wouldn't that make the most sense? I don't know. Okay. So just gonna do a little bit. Like, we want spicy food with flavor, not stuff that's just like hot for no reason. Okay. And then last but not least, this is not in the instructions. This is not in the instructions. Look, I got some Dijon mustard here. So I'm gonna put in about, I don't know, like 1 tablespoon or so. I'm just gonna, hold on, let me shake this up. Like 1 tablespoon. I think that's gonna help with the sticking. Okay. All right. Let's get dirty. I'm just gonna squeeze. Oh, so slimy. Oh yes, you guys, this texture right here is gonna be great. These are really gonna stick together. That was like my biggest concern. So I'm just really making sure that I'm mixing well, getting all the seasoning in there. I hope these taste good. I really hope these taste good, you guys. And I'm gonna be honest, okay? Ain't nothing but the truth gonna come out my mouth, okay? All right, it smells really good. It smells delicious. So it's really giving like hamburger meat texture. I'm about to show y'all. Let me mix just a little bit more. I'm also gonna taste it just to make sure that it's seasoned nicely, okay? All right. It's giving hamburger meat. It is giving hamburger meat. Okay. Let's get a little fork. It's not like this is raw meat, so you can taste it. It's not going to kill you or make you sick. We're going to season it. It's a little salty, but it's okay. It tastes good. All right. Let me show you what we got going on in this mixing bowl here. See, isn't it giving? Look at that. Look at it. Tell me this is not giving hamburger meat. Look at this. All right, y'all. I'm so excited about these burgers. Okay, so is the pan hot? All right, let me turn the pan on. So now what we got to do is kind of like roll them. Now I'm assuming, so this isn't like hamburger meat. You know how like with hamburger meat you start off with bigger rolls because you know it's going to shrink? This is not that. So yeah. We're just going to make them the size that we want them to be. So looking at my hamburger roll, I feel like these are good sizes. Here. I wish I had got a plate. I only have one more pair of gloves. That's why like I don't want to take them off because I don't have any more. Okay. Let's roll these on out, shall we? Why is it not? Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't need the plate. I don't know why I grabbed the plate. I think the pan is hot. Oh yeah, we hot. Okay. So 1. I think we'll be able to make 4. 1. I'm so excited. All right. Now I feel like the challenge is going to be flipping these. All right. But we'll see. We'll see. 3. The first one I made is a little small, so I will add some to it because we only got like a drop left, and it's not enough for another burger. So we'll just kind of Make it a wee bit bigger. And don't worry, I'm going to bring y'all over so y'all can see what's really going on. Now, like I said, so the recipe said to put these in the oven and bake them on 400 and flip them halfway through. But because Jasmine do what she want to do, we putting them in the skillet and we hoping for the same goddamn results. Okay. All right, so let me show y'all what it's looking like here. I don't know why I grabbed this plate. Just wipe it. We'll eat off of this plate. All right, so these are what the burgers are looking like. I literally just put them in, so we got a little ways to go before we flip. And then for my French fries, these are the potatoes. These are just russet potatoes, so we'll put them in the air fryer towards the end. But yep. All right, all right. So we got the meat, air quotes on meat. We got the meat cooking. And just so you guys know, it smells really good. Just want to throw that out there. Oh, I forgot the chili powder. Oh, well. Dang it. That's okay. We got the crushed red pepper in there. So we should be fine. It's cleanup time while we wait to flip. It's popping a little bit, but I know they're not done. Because I want them to be, I don't want them to break apart. You know what I mean? So in order to do that, you just kind of got to be patient. Just let them do its thing. Like, don't burn them, but don't flip too soon. All right. It might be time to flip. Emphasis on might be. I don't know how long it said it was going to take. Let's grab a spatula. So before I actually flip it, what I'm going to do is just kind of lift up a little side. Oh, dang. I didn't think they was going to stick that goddamn fast. Sheesh. Okay. Think it is time to flip. Let me see what's on. No, it's not time. They just got a little stuck. All right, so they're not really in circles anymore. Let me kind of mold it back. I need to get a new skillet. Okay, they're not ready to flip. I was like, that was pretty fast. They just stuck to the bottom. All right, we got some time. Let me know down in the comments, have you guys tried any of my recipes? I know you guys are watching, but have you tried it? Like, don't just watch, like, try it for yourself. Like, I don't want you to just be watching and not experimenting. Like, I want you to enjoy plant-based meals too, you know? Like, don't just watch. Participate. All right. I'm thirsty. Have you guys been drinking your gallon of water? Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Ooh, gosh. Have y'all been drinking your gallon of water? I only got a little bit left. Water is so good. I don't know how people say that they don't like water. Like, how is that possible? Please break it down. Like, I don't even think water has a taste, so that's why I need to know. Like, my mom says she don't like water either, and I'm like, how does that even make sense? All right, let's flip. I'm gonna need something to hold it in place so it doesn't break while we flip. Yeah, so that one broke. So if it breaks, just kind of like mold it back. They're all breaking. I don't know if it's on my doing or if it's the skillet, because y'all saw me grease this, or if it just wasn't ready. I don't know, but we're gonna keep it together. Again, this is the first time I've made these. I'm just gonna reiterate that before you start judging my cooking skills or lack thereof. Okay, this is definitely my first time. Okay. And then last but not least, this one. Ooh, this one broke all the way. This one wasn't ready. Okay, well. I think I flipped these way too soon. Because this last one was definitely not ready. But it was sticking to the pan. Alright. Maybe that's why they say you should put it in the oven. That makes sense. And that's what I get. But it's like I know this, but I still choose to do what I want. But I know this. All right, it's okay. We're here. Please let these turn out good. I was really looking forward to this burger, so I really hope that it turns out well. Let me. The buns are getting soft. No pun intended. I'm gonna put one on my plate. Because what I'll do is I'll toast it on the skillet. Okay. So, do y'all watch on Peacock? There's this show called Bel Air. It's like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but it's like a newer generation. It's pretty good. I actually really enjoy that show. I think they're on season 3. I got through the first episode, so I have a few more episodes to binge through. But it's a really good show. I like it. I really like it. It's cute. It's really cute. Oh, let me show you guys what it looks like. Sorry, I forgot. All right, so this is what. Can y'all see? This is what they're looking like. All right, so we got a ways. See what I mean? This one was not done, but it's okay. They smell really good. They smell delicious. It's just they won't done, or they won't ready to be flipped. wipe off the spatula. Leave a comment and let me know, like, what do you find to be the most challenging part of your weight loss and fitness journey? Like, what are you struggling with the most? For me, I wouldn't say I'm struggling with anything like right now, like in this very moment. But things constantly change for me. Like, I'll go through phases where, like right now, I feel good about everything. Everything's going my way. Then I'll have phases where I'm just kind of like, I could probably eat a little bit more cleaner. Or I could probably work out a little bit more harder. You know what I mean? So I'll go through phases like that. Working out, though, I think has been like the easiest thing to be consistent with, if that makes sense. Like, if you had to compare exercising versus eating right, for me, exercising is so much easier to be consistent with. I struggle more with eating clean consistently. Like, that's what has been my struggle for most of my journey is, trying to eat clean and that whole thing. So I'm not flipping, I'm just trying to make sure that the patties aren't sticking to the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to flatten them a little bit because that might be why it seems like it wasn't ready. It might be too thick. Let me see how long it says. So they're supposed to be in the oven for, let's see. Cook for 40 minutes. Oh, so it's going to be a little while. Okay. Bake for 20 minutes, flip, then bake for additional 15 to 20 minutes. They will still be a bit delicate when you flip them, so be careful and use a spatula. Okay. Okay. I need to post my reel. Let's see, what am I going to post? They smell amazing. Let's see. I'm trying to find new ideas and things, or not find, but think of new ideas. I'm about to get so mad. All right, so we're gonna need so bad. All right, so we're gonna need 3 cups of oatmeal. We're gonna do 1 cup of maple syrup, and I got some more just in case this isn't enough. You guys, this maple syrup is really good. I got it from Whole Foods, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the price of maple syrup is ridiculously high. Like this was $18.99. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's high no matter where you go. Like to get a big container like this, 32 ounces, like I don't mean no harm, but they get a little out of hand with these prices, bruh. I was like, look, okay now you just making up prices. I swear to God, it has gotten to the point. I used to do most of my shopping at Whole Foods, literally most of it, fruits, vegetables, like anything. Cause I was a shopper where it's like I don't like going to multiple places for stuff. Like I just want to be one and done, right? And Whole Foods, I love their produce section. I really do. But it has honestly gotten to the point where I go to different stores. Like I do not. I would say now it's to the point where I do most of my shopping at Kroger and only get some stuff at Whole Foods. All right, so we're gonna need. I'm gonna post a clip from our last cooking video. 3 cups of oatmeal. We're gonna do 1 cup of maple syrup. And I got some more just in case this isn't enough. You guys, this maple syrup is really good. I got it from Whole Foods, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the price of maple syrup is ridiculously high. Like this was $18.99. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's high no matter where you go. Like to get a big container like this, 32 ounces, like I don't mean no harm, but they get a little out of hand with these prices, bro. I was like, look, okay now you just making up prices. I swear to God, it has gotten to the point. I used to do most of my shopping at Whole Foods, literally most of it, fruits, vegetables, like anything. Cause I was a shopper where it's like I don't like going to multiple places for stuff. Like I just want to be one and done, right? And Whole Foods, I love their produce section. I really do. But it has honestly gotten to the point where I go to different stores. Like I do not. I would say now it's to the point where I do most of my shopping at Kroger and only get some stuff at Whole Foods. All right, so we're gonna need. All right, so we're gonna need 3 cups of oatmeal. We're gonna do 1 cup of maple syrup. And I got some more just in case this isn't enough. You guys, this maple syrup is really good. I got it from Whole Foods, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the price of maple syrup is ridiculously high. Like this was $18.99. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's high no matter where you go. Like to get a big container like this, 32 ounces, like I don't mean no harm, but they get a little out of hand with these prices, bro. I was like, look, okay now you just making up prices. I swear to God, it has gotten to the point. I used to do most of my shopping at Whole Foods, literally most of it, fruits, vegetables, like anything. Cause I was a shopper where it's like I don't like going to multiple places for stuff. Like I just want to be one and done, right? And Whole Foods, I love their produce section. I really do. But it has honestly gotten to the point where I go to different stores. Like okay. I got to get the captions on there. That's one thing that I learned, like, because some people don't have their volume up because some people are at work when they're looking at stuff or they're watching TV with their family, so they have their volume down. So that's why it's like really important to do the captions so that people can still enjoy your content without the volume. What should the caption be? These smell really good, by the way. The caption should be, because this is the video from the other day when we were in here cooking. Ooh, it got cold in here all of a sudden. I'm gonna say, it's still not done though. I think they got like another 5 or 10 minutes, I think. 1 second. Okay. All right, it's uploading to TikTok. All right, let's flip these again. I feel like the inside is still a little like wet. They smell really good. Let me show you. This one kind of got flat on me. Where'd the video go? Oh, it's so annoying. Hold on. Okay.
Choice to show me something I want to show y'all. Okay. Okay. So I ain't never did it before. So it's something she saw on where TikTok you said. Okay. On how to cut a mango. So wait, what I'm supposed to do? Okay. All right. So cut it down the side like so, like that. Like that. Now you gotta the mango gotta be right. Okay, and you just turn it and then pull it. Look at that! Cause then the seed is right there. Did y'all know that? I never knew with my Tony Baker boys. And then you can, I tell this mango so good. Very good. Oh, Troy say, or you can take a spoon. Look, show them, Troy. You can take a spoon and eat it like so, like that. Eat y'all fruit and veggies today. Something wrong. Remember that. Try this. It's so good. I'm excited. I'm gonna do it with avocado next time. All right. Y'all gonna about y'all business. Have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. Love y'all. Bye. Hello there. So real quick, Choice just showed me something I want to show y'all. Okay. Okay. So, hello there.
All right, so we're gonna need 3 cups of oatmeal. All right, so we're gonna need 3 cups of oatmeal. We're gonna do 1 cup of maple syrup, and I got some more just in case this isn't enough. You guys, this maple syrup is really good. I got it from Whole Foods, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the price of maple syrup is ridiculously high. Like this was $18.99. All right, so this is what they're looking like. They smell so good, and it's not like wet on the inside anymore either. Well, a little bit. That's the inside. So I'm gonna let it cook just a wee bit longer, and then we'll see how they taste. All right. So, oopsies. It tastes good. It's still like the inside isn't done. Like only the outside of them are crispy. You know what I mean? I like put a hole in them so that they can cook a little faster. Cause I'm ready to eat. Okay. So we'll let them sit a wee bit longer. Turn it up a little bit. I want food. I want food. I'm tempted to turn on the air fryer. Scoot this out the way. Let's go ahead. So I already let the fries soak in some water. Okay, so my fries are already been soaked. So we're gonna dump these in here, and I'm gonna season them because I feel like with these type of fries, like you need some seasonings in your life. Let's see. Should we do like some seasoned salt? Ooh, let's do some Obey. No, let's do some Cajun. Ooh, that'll be yummy. What y'all think? I think Cajun will taste good. Coat them all up. nice and seasoned. And then let's just add a little bit of avocado oil. All right. Yo, these are gonna be so good. Hopefully. Emphasis on the word hopefully. So I'm gonna go ahead and just plug this in and hopefully it doesn't break the circuit. Cause your girl is hungry and ready to eat. I ain't got time to be waiting. I don't have time to wait. I'm ready to eat now. All right. So what am I gonna put on my burger, you ask? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So remember that cheese sauce we have? We're gonna spread some of that on there. I have some lettuce. Remember those veggies we made the other day for the burritos? I have some of that, so I'm gonna stick that on the skillet real quick when it's time, just to kind of warm them up. And I think that's it. I think that's gonna be it, yeah. So this is gonna be a really good burger. So again, I'm super excited about this. I'm hoping it turns out the way that I'm thinking it will. We'll have to wait and see. Ouch. I'm gonna flip it again. I'm just kind of like poking a few holes in it to try to get it to cook a little faster on the inside. I'm hungry. I said I'm hungry. I'm gonna stick my bun on here too at this point, because at this point we're ready to just eat the way it is. So I'm gonna just stick this on here, let this get warm and toasted. Let me grab my cheese sauce. Still got a lot of it left, so. And these are the veggies. Got a lot of that left too. I have to, you know what I might do? Because I really don't want this stuff to go bad. I might make a macaroni and cheese, so just boil some noodles and then mix all that together, because I really don't want it to go bad. But I didn't realize that when I made all these vegetables, that the burrito only can hold but a little bit of vegetable. I didn't think about all that. So I just cut up everything as normal. Like when I make veggies, I always do like 4 bell peppers, a whole onion, a couple boxes of mushrooms. And I wasn't thinking about how much that can really be in a burrito. So that is my fault there. Okay, I definitely made too much, but I don't want it to go bad. So I might get some lentil noodles from the store and then just boil those and then just add the cheese sauce and the pasta to it. I mean, the cheese sauce and the veggies to it and have me a macaroni and cheese before that stuff goes bad. Because I've been eating on those burritos for like 5 days now. So I'm low key tired of it. But again, I don't want it to go bad. So we just gonna figure that thing on out because it's not gonna go bad. All right, so we're gonna need. All right. Okay. Like the taste is good. I'm just waiting for the inside to be cooked. Mix these French fries. Stick them back on in there. All right. All right, so the bread is toasted. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of veggies. Just to heat it up a little bit. Got me some onion and bell pepper. Mm, that circuit kit broke. That circuit broke. All right, let me go cut it back on. I'm gonna turn the skillet off. Because at this point, I'm hungry. I can't wait no more. So we'll turn the skillet off and let the air fryer do its thing. Trap all the heat in there. I'll be right back. Cut it back on. Isn't that crazy? Like, that is so crazy to me how it does that. I just don't understand. All right, so I'm gonna put some cheese sauce. On the top, like mayonnaise. All right, let me go get my iceberg lettuce. I'm gonna cut up a tomato too. Stick that on there. All right. Let me go cut up a tomato. Ew, there's mold on this one. Them French fries smelling pretty good. All right. You know what's crazy? I used to not like tomatoes. Like when I used to go to restaurants or get a burger or whatever, I would always tell them, no tomato, please. But now, what's a burger with no tomato? Wouldn't make any sense. I'm gonna slice it all the way up and put part of it back in the fridge. So all I'll have to do is just grab a slice. Okay. Let's get a slice on there. Put the rest in a meal prep container. Stick it back in the fridge. Alright. Alright, let's see if these fries done. Oh, yes, honey. Not quite. Almost. Almost. That Cajun? Oh man. What? Do not fuck with me in this kitchen. You cannot fuck with me in this kitchen. You can't do it. You can't do it. You really can't. Because I know how to whip some shit up. And they say women can't cook, like, these days. Like, what are you talking about? I am still a young woman who knows how to cook. Like, we're not all phased out. I know some women don't cook, but there's still a lot of us that do. Like, what in the world? Talking about some modern day women don't cook. Who? Who? Who don't cook? Because I cook. I cook and clean. Don't play with me. All right. So we were able to trap the heat in there. I'm going to take these veggies out. Onions and some bell pepper. And at this point, we can just go ahead and put this burger on here because I'm tired of waiting for it. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's cooked on the inside. It cooked up. All right, so first and foremost, I gotta take a picture. First and foremost. And then I'm gonna show y'all. All right, so our fries are done. Stick a few on this plate. Okay. Let me take a picture. All right, y'all ready to see this? All right, you guys, so this is the finished product. Look at that. It looks good, right? Oh my gosh. Look at it. Look at them. They're so pretty. They finally finished cooking on the inside, so that's a plus. All right, y'all ready to try it? Because I am ready. All right, you guys, let's taste it. Oh no, it's breaking. This is about to be the sloppiest burger ever. Okay, here we go. And the texture, y'all, it really looks like a beef patty. Okay, just so you know, I just want to throw that out there. All right, so we got the cheese sauce, the lettuce, sauteed onion, sauteed bell pepper, and the patty, and the whole wheat burger bun. Oh my gosh. The texture really tastes like a burger. Like, wow. Mmm. Yep. I did that. I did it. Hell yeah. Mmm. All right. Let me taste the fry. Let me get my ketchup. Let me get some ketchup. For the french fries, gotta have some ketchup. Where's my ketchup? You know what? I ain't got no more barbecue sauce. Sometimes I'll do barbecue sauce. But I ain't got none. All right. Get some ketchup on here. Taste these fries. There you have it. Now this is good vegan eating. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm starving. I'm gonna finish this. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you guys want to see, catch it. If you guys want to see what I did yesterday for legs, make sure you guys click right here. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for back, biceps, and abs. Bye, you guys. Bye. There you have it. There you have it. Yo, I killed this. I didn't even need the oven. That was good. Delicious. Yeah, I did that. I kept the fries going because some of them, oh, they done now. Some of them weren't done. Y'all want a bite? You want a bite? I swallowed wrong. That's what she said. No, seriously, I did swallow wrong. Excuse me. I gotta run to the bathroom.